Hello everybody, in this video I want to introduce you to iPhoto.ai. They provide a wide range of AI tools which are geared towards e-commerce and product placement. Now usually when you list your products or clothing items on places like your Shopify store or Amazon Marketplace, the quality of the images you use becomes very important, and sometimes you might need to do photo shoots in studios or different kinds of locations to make sure that your products look right. Now to show you what I mean, I'm on pexels.com and searching for dancers, specifically dancers outfits. Now, if you were to sell this dress, there are a bunch of things that are needed before you list it on your online store. For example, you would need this model to have a proper photo shoot somewhere nice, maybe like this cool location, and then you need some photo editing, some proper lighting arrangements, and maybe have this dress tried on with multiple locations and multiple models. But this kind of work can get pretty expensive. Here is where iPhoto.ai comes in very handy. To get started, I'm going to go on this website called iPhoto.ai and create an account. I already have an account, but if you don't, you can click create account on the right and sign in with your Google account or email and start your free trial. Then I'm going to go on the right and click start creating and use this feature called AI Photoshoot. Now here, as you see, there are a bunch of backgrounds already provided for you to use. We have some art spaces like these ones, we have some street shooting locations, and we have some interior locations. But how about we want to try a specific product, not a person? Then we have examples of studios, pedestals, tabletops, and living rooms. For today's example, I'm going to try doing a photo shoot of this bottle as a product on a specific background that I choose. Now the first step is to upload that picture right there. Then I can either select any of these backgrounds provided to me, but how about I upload my own background? For example, I'm going to use this tabletop with this beautiful background of green as my background. So I'm going to click and upload that. And you're going to see that as soon as I upload that, it automatically removes the background of the bottle and allows me to place it in a proper location. Like you saw there, the background of that bottle is now removed. And now I can move my bottle around to place it wherever I want. So let me place this right there. Now you can, if you really want, just use this bottle on this table and upload that image, but I think it kind of looks a bit photoshopped. It doesn't look right. But here is where the AI features of iPhoto.ai comes in handy. For that, I'm going to use this button in the bottom where it says drag the object to the appropriate position and click generate. So my bottle is already in the correct position. I'm going to click generate. And just like magic, this bottle now gets placed on this table in a much more authentic manner. For example, if you see in the bottom, there is a shadow which looks pretty real next to that bottle, which makes it look like there's a sun ray or some lighting coming out from the other side, and it's creating a small shadow of this bottle. And it actually looks like the bottle is placed on the table, not just a photoshopped image of this bottle. Now I can create the same thing with some other products. I'm going to try this bottle of alcohol and click it. This time let me try this pedestal as the background and make the size of the bottle a bit better so it fits more nicely. There we go. And click generate. There we go. Now it looks like there's a bottle of alcohol sitting in the corner of a bar, and there's some shine added on the bottle right here. So it actually looks like the bottle is on this table. And the great thing is you never needed to hire a studio or a photographer or an editor to do all this work. iPhoto.ai does all that work for you with almost no cost. For the last product, I'm going to try this beer bottle and try a different background. How about this table right there? There we go. It looks pretty authentic. I'm going to place it right there. Maybe make the bottle a little bit smaller so it doesn't look too big next to those fruits. I think that's the correct size of this bottle. And maybe a little bit bigger. And maybe place it right there. And now I'm going to click generate. And now this bottle looks a lot more authentic sitting on this table with this light shadow. It actually replaced the fruits with something else. I don't know if this is another bottle of alcohol, maybe a bottle opener, and it removed the fruits. And this is why this is different than other photo editing tools, because there's AI working on the image directly instead of you having to edit things one by one. Now you can also do this with people. For example, if you were selling this clothing item or maybe these shoes, which is being modeled by this beautiful lady here, you can place this image on your canvas, choose an appropriate background. This time, let me try the street. You're going to see that it automatically removed the ladder and the other things in that picture and just found the main object. Now, this is where the AI is working its magic, and I'm going to place this lady there. Well, according to the door, I'm going to make her a bit taller, maybe up to here, and maybe a bit farther away from the wall. And I'm going to click generate. Amazing. As you see here, it looks now like this model is standing on the street and there's a photo shoot being done professionally. And as you see, there's some shadows which were added here as if the light is coming from the right, and it actually matches this tree. So you see the shadow of the tree is towards the left, and the AI tool matched that shadow angle and added some shadows of these boots on the left. What's interesting to note here that it did not add the shadow of the entire person, and that is because we want to focus the image on this dress or maybe these shoes and not have half of the image dark because of a shadow. So this is where the AI has to think a little bit and make some balance on how much it's going to work on that picture. Now, just like that, I'm going to work on this different model who has this beautiful yoga outfit. Now, after we have this image, I'm going to select a different model which looks more where someone might do yoga. For example, how about I add her on the beach and maybe place her right there. This is going to be tricky because there's some waves coming in, but I want to see how iPhoto.ai does the work. And I'm trying to match the size of this model based on the rocks around so it doesn't look too out of sync. I'm going to make it right there. I think that looks good, and click generate. Okay, the placement of the model came out pretty nice actually, but there are some issues here with the face as you see, but that happens sometimes when you try doing image generation using AI, and that's normal. For that, all you need to do is to retry this generation with some different angles, move the model around to the left or right or different locations of the page, and then eventually choose the image which works for you. Now, I hope you understand how powerful this AI Photoshoot tool is. It allows us to do a lot of work on our product without having to deal with studios or editors or going back and forth with different kinds of locations. Now, AI Photoshoot is just the tool I like the most. There are quite a lot of other tools such as color changers, image enhancers, background removers. As you saw, it automatically removes the background even when you're trying the photo shoot. You can face swap. For example, you can use a specific model and then upload your own face on that model and have the same image with your face on it. Or you can choose some existing faces here for some models that you can use similar to how you would use a stock photo in your website. And with AI, it actually does that properly. You can also use a combination of these tools. For example, you can upload an image of a model wearing a specific outfit, use a specific fashion model from an existing one, and then place them on a specific background using AI Photoshoot. We also have different kinds of AI backgrounds that you can generate. There is image cleaners where you can remove specific parts of the image. You can also do something called recopyright, which allows you to take a copyrighted image which you are not allowed to use, then use AI to generate a different variation of that image which is now eligible for you to use. For example, this bottle belongs to a specific brand and I found this one on Pexels, but what if this was an image I cannot use? So what I'm going to do is to upload this image here and click recopyright. And now it creates a different variation of that image with different letters and different designs. And this is now freely available to use because it's not exactly the same image as before. It is a variation of the original image. So you will not get into trouble. And this gets very important when you are on the internet and you are doing something for your own e-commerce brand. Sometimes you might get into trouble if you use a copyrighted image by mistake, but with this recopyright feature, you will not get into trouble. So iPhoto.ai has a bunch of these amazing tools for you to edit your images and really elevate your e-commerce store without needing external help. I hope you got some value from this video, and I want to thank iPhoto.ai for sponsoring it. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like and hit subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a lot more videos coming up. Till the next one, thank you so much.